All right, so let's talk about long-term memory for a moment. Remember, this is our third stage in the three-stage model. Remember, we started off with sensory, then it went to short-term, and now we're going to talk about long-term. So in long-term, we have two categories of information that's filed in your long-term memory. The first is the explicit, also called declarative, and then we have the implicit, which is the non-declarative memories that you have. So to look at what the differences are, when I'm in my explicit or declarative memory, it's things that I say. So I'm speaking when it's coming from your declarative memory. Anything that there is words involved, I am in declarative. This makes sense. Explicit, explain. Declare, declarative. It's what I say. Versus implicit, it's just things that I do. So we're going to break those down a little bit further to make them make sense, and I'm going to give you an example at the end. All right, explicit or declarative memory is broken down into two more categories, and these are going to be real simple to remember. Episodic, it sounds exactly like episode, and isn't an episode an entire scene that's created? It's a story, and so that is exactly what episodic memory is. It's a story. It's an episode that you're discussing. Versus semantic, that's just stating just a fact. All right, so the story versus just a fact. Then moving back over into implicit, procedural, just doing a procedure. For instance, you don't have to talk your way through driving your car. You just grab your keys and you do what you're supposed to do. If you're hungry, you go over to the cabinet, you get your Count Chocula out, pour your milk. You don't have to talk your way through it. You just do it. All right, so let's go ahead and go give some examples of each one of these that hopefully will help you make sense of the differences. So in explicit or declarative memory, episodic, let's look back at Christmas. If I start to tell you a story, Christmas is over at my house, everybody came over, they brought me all the things that I love to eat. I'm giving you a scenery, so this is going to be episodic. However, if I just state this, Christmas is December 25th, that's going to be just a fact. They came to my house. That's just a fact. It's not an entire scene. Versus procedural, let's say it's cool enough in Houston, Texas to actually start a fireplace. You don't have to talk your way through that. You don't have to tell yourself, I must reach for the matches. I must, accumulate some wood and put it into the fireplace. You just do it. All right, so hopefully these examples make sense to you and you add them to your notes. All right, have a good one.